that's like the life of an entrepreneur, being courageous to take that first risk. How did you know where to start when you decided to make that shift? Like for those listening going, I want to start a business. What was the first things that you looked at or considered? How did you decide?
I don't really know. I mean, I look back at that time, and of course, there are so many things that I cringe at, what I did at that point. I didn't know what I was doing. And at 21, I always looked much older than I was, which was great in your 20s, not so great in your 40s, right? But the other thing, Fatima, that is, I think, important to point out is I am also a high school dropout. So I left school at 15, spent quite a few years hairdressing, went back to school and finished my HSC, or back to TAFE to finish my HSC. So I was out in the world of work for several years before I then got into college to study PR. And I think that real world experience
Mm.
gave me the confidence to start my own business, and gave me the confidence to, put myself out there. I wasn't a student coming straight out of uni and not really knowing how to have conversations or deal with people that were much older than me. So the combination of me looking older than I was, plus I had more maturity because of real world experience, combined with my impatience, thinking I can do this better than what my college professors or teachers and how they were presenting themselves. So I just launched myself out there. And I remember when I pitched for one of my first clients, they asked me, so do you have, because in PR, and especially at that point in time, it was all about your contacts. It was all about the relationships you had, especially with the media. And they said, so do you have good contacts and good relationships with the media? And I remember sitting there going, absolutely, absolutely.
Mm.
Did I?
Mm.
No. However, I was so determined. All I needed was an opportunity, and I worked around the clock to make sure I got those contacts, and I made sure my client got the media coverage that I knew that they could. So yeah, that was how it happened at that point.
That's amazing. I think we shouldn't underestimate that in and what was going through my mind as that you were saying that is, the screw it, let's do it, Richard
Yeah.
Branson quote, which is exactly what we did. And 100% agree with you. You typically don't know what you're doing when you're starting off in business. And
Yeah,
anyone that says they do, unless they may be taking over a family business, really would be lying. So what an
true.
incredible story.